Hello there. Welcome back to OS Me. It is our 4th show. Oh my gosh, how the time flies. I am so excited for our show today. I have my roommate and my friend and owner of the Chronicle Radio here, Grace, sitting with me today. I sat in on her show earlier and it was great. We are going to be going to listen to one of my favorite soundtracks. It recently came out on Spotify and I was so happy. Delicious in Dungeon. I started watching this March of last year. I had no idea that this even existed, but as soon as I started watching, I was like, oh my god, this is so great. And I noticed, wow, the soundtrack is really good. Like, it's really good. There's intense songs, there's light songs. And then I read the comic once I was done with the show. Luckily, it's getting a second season on Netflix. Let's pray that Netflix doesn't cancel it. They cancel so many of their good songs, and so many, not songs. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. They cancel so many of their good shows and then, make another season of Big Mouth. I'm sorry. It's really frustrating. But let's take a listen to our first song, which is the intro of the first season. I hope you enjoy it.
誰が決めても星は回る明日が今
so far. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have much else to say except for that. I hope you've been liking the song so far. There's a lot more. So let's just get right to it, huh? right. So we are almost halfway through. That last song was my personal favorite. Every time I heard it in the show, I just like, it's so good. And when I started reading the comic, I'm not giving any spoilers because it is a new anime and I don't want to spoil anyone. But I like had to start reading it. I needed to know more. I just got obsessed with it, and I would go to work in the morning. I had an 8-hour shift, go to the gym afterwards, come home, take a shower. The entire day I was thinking about sitting down and reading the comic. I was so excited. And what I would do, I would like gorge dinner. I would just eat it so quickly, and then I'd go and run and sit down with my laptop. I'd put on, like, if you look up on YouTube, like D&D soundtrack, and they give you like D&D dungeon music. I am peeking the mic right now. I'm a little too excited. But I would put that on, and then I'd just read for like hours, and that is probably like one of the biggest joys of my summer. It was so great, and I'm so sad that I finished it, but I'm just looking forward to the second season, which is hopefully coming out in 2025. I might actually look that up and then tell you guys the next time I talk. So let's get listening. All right. Welcome back. Say something.
Something.
Oh! Okay. This is my roommate, my friend, the owner of Chronicle Radio, and the person who I'm forcing to watch JJK, Grace. Say hi, Grace.
Hey.
So I did look it up on when season 2's coming out. There is no release date. They've just said they're working on it. So, we can only hope and pray that it's 2025. I actually showed Grace when I first started watching Dungeon Meshi. I was like, oh my God, this is such a good show. You need to see it. And so I forced her to watch 3 episodes, and it's just it wasn't her thing. It's kind of what we're doing with JJK, but JJK's kind of working. What did you think of it, Grace?
Of Dungeon Meshi?
Yeah.
I mean, it was interesting. I like the art style. I just don't like food. So the fact it was all about food was kind of off-putting.
We were talking when the songs were going. This year was the first time she's ever tried bread.
Yes. It was Kira's mom's bread, too, which is kind of funny.
If she's not listening to it, that's fine, but I'll show her. I've asked my mom to make her challah. Also, happy Rosh Hashanah. I should have said that at the start. I'm Jewish. I'm not very religious, but I am born from a Jewish family of kind of only Jewish people. And so I've been asking my mom, please, can you make challah? And she was like, yeah, I can. And then I went home last weekend and she said, oh, I never made the challah. I'm such a bad mother. Grace is laughing, but I'm hoping that she can make me some.
Sorry.
But also for Rosh Hashanah, people usually eat apples and honey because the sweetness of the apple, stop laughing. The sweetness of the apple and the honey is to, you're supposed to taste the sweetness of the new year that you're about to go into. Last year I had an allergic reaction to an apple and I can't eat apples. Well, I can, but I just need to be weary and take an extra Allegra. So I'm kind of sad. This Rosh Hashanah is a little somber, but I'm just going to fill that pain with the next song that's coming up. What do you think of that, Grace?
I just think it's really funny because you get the fact that you're allergic to apples and it's your favorite fruit is just so funny to me. It's really mean. It's really miserable.
It's really sad.
Really
my
funny.
Parents went apple picking 2 weeks ago. I come home whenever my family goes apple picking. They fill the entire fruit drawer with apples. You'll open it and it's a comedic amount of apples. It's something on SNL. And I open it and I'm like, oh my God, there's so many apples. They look really good. And my parents were like, do you want to take some home with you? I was like, I can't. And my dad is like, you can eat apples anyways. You'll be fine. I'm like, no, I'm too scared.
Oh my God, your parents are the people from the word problems in math class. Kira's parents bought 236 apples. Now Kira ate 50. How many are left?
How much life is left in Kira since she ate 50 apples? I'm hoping to eat an apple. I'll eat one this week, and then I'll tell you guys next week how it went. But for now, let's listen to the next song. I almost missed turning this song off. We were just watching a video. Grace says out of nowhere as we're listening, do you want to go grow ducks? I said, what? She said, do you want to grow ducks? Like get an incubator? And then she shows me a video and it's ducks growing.
But look at them.
Oh my God.
They look like really long chicken nuggets.
Now I want to grow a duck.
Listen, she wants a pet for the sweet. I said, I've been giving her like pet ideas because obviously we can't have animals. And I said a moss ball. Kira's into it.
Yeah.
And then I said duckies. Probably isn't allowed, but that's okay.
We'll make it allowed. It's okay. Therapy duck. But we also talked about there is a show that I had Grace watch. I think this is the first show that I actually forced her to watch. And this usually doesn't happen. When I force Grace to watch something, she usually doesn't love it. Sometimes she likes it. Like she likes JJK, but she loves Invincible.
Yeah.
It's a very good show. You should watch Invincible. I would do an Invincible show. What if that's our collaboration show?
Heck yeah. Sorry, I didn't get a response to that.
Looking at me, like, she didn't say heck yeah with a smile. She was just like, heck
This is the thing about Kira, is that she's so reactive, and I'm not. We talk about this a lot.
But that's all right.
Is it? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. We're talking so much because I don't think I put enough songs in. I'm making the playlist a little smaller so that I can talk more, but I'm kind of blanking. Oh, this is what I was going to say. That song, I think the song that played not last before we started talking, but the song before that, I can pinpoint exactly where that song, what episode that song's from. It's the floor 3, the water level. I think I watched a video on Delicious in Dungeon, and the animation there's this one YouTuber, I'm gonna look him up and then I'll talk next, but there's this one YouTuber that would make videos after the release of a new episode and like break down all the animators, name the animators, so give them credit for what they're doing, show all the shading, show all the processes, and then the story as well. And it just like gave me such a new appreciation for the animation in it. And that one episode, just like with the water, that's especially hard to animate and hard to draw, and I think Studio Trigger did a really beautiful job on that. What do you think about that, Grace?
Yippee!
Yeah. Let's listen to our next songs, shall we? All right, so we're coming up on our last song. I hope you liked what I threw in there, because I didn't even know it was happening either, and I did enjoy it a little bit. We were going to yap for a little longer, but this actually ran perfectly. This is perfect timing. Grace, you want to say anything? Your mic is on.
Yippee!
Yeah, it's pretty great. We're going to play our last song here. I hope you guys really liked this week's OS Me. Go follow me on Instagram at os.me.wqaq for our fall show next week. I will see you guys later. Give it a second.
ジャムのように宣言なびけ謎の方に空間としてめくまきょうに宣言口ずさめよワンダーラスリム結んでチンキなパーティー宣言かけてハードな方にそう考えて夢は王に宣言食べていつも通り炎を巻いて海歩き空を目指して 日中をチェケチェケじくじたっても悔いはない愛情ばかりは褒めておないで運命願ってるよ願ってるよただ祈ってるよ来年どうなっててもミステイクも言うもんさ No way 降りるなきゃ降りるなきゃ目を塞ぎながら結んで掴んだ手が Best right now you can sound Give right now 妙縁さアイリッシュなフェティッシュに身を投げて宣言混ぜてなどな好奇フリッシュなバンキッシュに身も耐えて宣言外れてこれのオンリー補助抱いて空気は抜き矢をネタして思想をペキペキ羊泣いてもくじけない愛情だらけで揉めておないで誓ってよよ誓ってよよただ気乗ってるよ改正崩っててもリスペクト法要さ Friday 乗りの中そりの中気を使いながら組んでしまった方 It's fine な当然さ勇者になんてなれないし賢者にもどく僕は僕だけのジョブを